I think some disciples commit to following Christ, thinking that this way of life somehow provides a free pass from life's difficulties. Then life gets hard and faith crises occur because people feel abandoned. Jesus told his disciples to pick up their cross and follow him. I think this was a clue indicating that the path of discipleship is not always easy. The good news is we do not walk the path alone, and in our weakest moments, God carries us. Often this happens through the blessings of others or through that still small presence of the Holy Spirit stirring in us. The global pandemic is causing health crises around the world and significant economic uncertainties. Many individuals, families, and organizations worry about paying their bills. As a member of the First Presidency and presiding bishopric, I'm worried about our members who have lost jobs or income in the market. I'm also worried about budgets for congregations, mission centers, campgrounds, and the world church. Experts predict that charitable giving in 2020 may only be 60% of what it was in 2019. That keeps me awake at night. As I've poured through financial reports, calculated forecasts, and worked through multiple contingency plans, sometimes I feel like I am being crushed by the burden of it. But in these moments of deep despair, when I pause and make space in my mind and heart for God's presence, I literally feel God's Spirit with every breath. I imagine God drawing me into a refuge where I can pause, relax, and regroup. You know what I see in these moments of refuge? I see you. I see you, the friends and members of Community of Christ who are unwaveringly committed to living Christ's mission, our mission. I see you who have the capacity to share generously your time, talents, testimonies, and treasures, some even sharing extra to cover those who need support in these very unusual times. I see us, Community of Christ, working together through whatever the world serves up. The psalmist in Psalm 31 declared that God was his rock and fortress, and I agree. My rock and fortress are embodied by the grace and generosity of you, God's people. Whatever the future holds, we will work through it together. That's the blessing of community. Thank you for embodying God's refuge for me, for one another, and for the world.